Hello everybody. How are we all? Physical health and mental health we're going to be talking in this video. Ooh, crumbs. So yeah, the only F word you'll hear in this video is probably fat. The word invented by Gordon Ramsay. Yeah. I'm on my way to the post box, by the way. Oh, crumbs. But I just think I feel like an old battered old car that's not been, well, that's, yeah, battered old car doesn't really come to mind, does it? Dearie me. I'd probably look after a car better than I look after myself, to be honest with you, even though I don't have a car. Well, in saying that, I started an engine wrong the other day. But anyway, that's another story, isn't it? Yeah, oops, crumbs. Yeah, the sun is quite bright, so if I do walk into something, hopefully there's no tables en route. That actually didn't hurt. What hurt was my ego. Anyway, health. This is a difficult topic for me to talk about, right? Because yes, in lockdown I did lose an incredible amount of weight, to be fair, and I do look back on that thinking that here's the thing, right? What annoys me, and this is just what annoys me, probably might not annoy anybody else, is, hold on, we've got someone on the pavement here, and we've got a car, I think, and a bin. Do I need to go on the road?
Yeah, you better, mate.
All right, okay. Is that your car there, sir?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Do you want to nick it?
Yeah. How fast does it go?
About 120.
Oh, right, yeah. What make of car is it? Oh, it won't go very fast. Mind you, they're quite fun to drive. Oops. He says. Catching the wee mirror. Yeah, they don't go very fast, really, Suzuki's. I like go-karts to drive. Anyway, the thing is, you know, like now is a very different thing, because if only that day where the biscuits hadn't been put in front of me, I keep thinking that was a bad day. Well, it wasn't a bad day, but you can't put things, but it's like things have slid to an incredibly... Now the thing is, my fitness has gone a little bit, which is, you know, trying to get myself back. But then it's, you know, what you eat and all that stuff. It's trying to get that pattern back. So it's trying to be good with one thing, and then good with another thing, and good with another thing. And it's trying to accept those whole, this whole kind of thing, you know. And it's, I don't know. And I hate those blank moments, you know, when you're trying to think of what you eat in a week. I hate those moments, you know. I hate being put on the spot, like, ooh, what do I eat in a week? You know, which, last week was okay-ish. See, Sundays are the days where I do tend to binge a wee bit. But it's difficult to think, right, in a week. I mean, I tend to binge in the week, probably. Oops. But I don't, it's difficult, like, I don't think, right, you know, because I have, you know, breakfast and lunch, obviously. Try not to eat in between meals as much these days. I mean, Monday evenings are a bit ummy and ahry, especially if the tea's not filled me, if I've not had a very good tea, and you start drinking beer, right? You know where this is going to lead, don't you, folks? Oh, it's a bad car. Yeah, you know where this is going to lead. And this is only a prime example. I'm not going to give you everything I eat every single day of the week, you know. But, you know, Mondays are a difficult one. Because if you haven't had a stodgy tea before you go out, then you are more likely to eat more. Because what beer does, beer tricks the brain. Ooh, crumbs. Beer tricks the brain, would you know, in a, you know, where you're not full, you're like hungry. And then you sort of like, I'll just have the extra bag of crisps, whatever. And the consequence can be the morning after, or can be 2 or 3 mornings after, depending on where you've remembered to take your Laxido or not. Sorry, I didn't mean to go there. I really didn't. Sorry, that was me using my brain, wasn't it? Thinking about it. See, when you don't think about this sort of thing, you're all right. You can sort of live by your whatever, and you know. I mean, to be honest, I need to sort the problem out before it really does become a problem. I mean, here's the thing. People think I don't know what healthy foods are. Blimey, I know what healthy foods are. I just don't enjoy them as much. Oops. Veg is nice. Fish is good. Especially salmon is... Oh yes, thank you very much. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stand on the road, let these people past. No worries. I know you shouldn't really do that, but hey ho. It's not a very busy part of the road. And it's not like I just go into the middle of the road. That's twice I've had to walk on the road. Where was I? Yeah, I mean, fresh salmon, right? Fresh salmon, when it's nice and sloppy, if it's in with some mash and peas and curry sauce, it goes down pretty well, right? But I'm not a lover of fish on its own. Certain fish, not really a big fish eater, to be fair. You know, if I'm out in the wild, I don't really tend to eat fish. Hey, but there's some vegetables I absolutely love and can't get enough of. That fat choy, right? There's I think is it fat choy or pat choy it's called. Absolutely lovely. It's better than cabbage. It's like, hey, I'm advertising this, boys and girls. It's a lot sweeter than cabbage, and if you like your Chinese food, I think this is something that you guys will absolutely love. You know? And even weirdly, we can actually grow it over here. Would you believe? Because it's in the cabbage family. You know, and then you get like carrots and turnips and stuff like that. You know, potatoes are a bit of a wary one, aren't they? Potatoes can be, but whoops. But it's all about trying to find a whole food, right? You know, finding a food that you can basically put in your mouth and you'll be full and it tastes good. Now, chicken is one of those things, but where can you get? So you can't eat chicken cold. The thing is, the foods that are healthy for you, you can't just get them off the shelf, right? Oops. Let me go back a touch. Oh no. Right, I am going right here. When the sun is like this, it's hard to get the post box, but I've got it now. It's come all the way from Leicester, this, oops, what I'm posting back. There we go, she just goes in the post box like that. Anyway, back to our awful discussion on health. Man, it's a horrible discussion, do you know what I mean? Because I don't like to be, you know, but it just becomes like, oh, arguments on health. And people think, right, that, you know, I want diabetes. I do not want that, people. That's something I do not want. Because I know, because the thing is, when you get diabetes, right, this is what I know. I'll tell you something very funny. Well, it's probably not, it wasn't funny at the time, believe me. A lady came to talk to a lady came to talk to us. A lady came to talk to us about diabetes, right? And she had one of those little machines with her, right? And she passed it around. And there's always one, isn't there? Yeah, you know, they press the button. And I thought, oh, I wonder what happens if you actually press this button. Will a prick go into the finger, right? Now, I didn't feel anything. So those little machines, you know, the ones that you test. It's to test you have a machine that tests the glucose. It's like, how can I describe it? It's, like, it's like a staple gun. Not like I've ever stapled myself. I should imagine it does hurt. It's like a staple gun with a label reading thing. You know those things that you use to type labels to stick on your clothes? Yeah, that's basically, right? I'm trying to put the glamour on the glee here, the glamour on the glee here a little bit, right? So basically, this woman, but this is when I used to go to men's group at the Hesketh Centre one day a week, right? I know I shouldn't really be mentioning this, but this woman, she was talking about diabetes, and she hands this string. And no one had said, do not press the button, right? So there's me, I was like, what happens if you press this button? So I pressed it, right? And everyone's in the room's like, oh! You can imagine the reaction, yeah? Because I've pressed the button. And the woman, and I'm just like, oh, it's a bit of blood, you know? Because you know what the rumour is about blood, don't you? Apparently, if you touch someone else's blood, you can get HIV, which is a load of bollards. It's only if someone's got HIV. Anyway, you can't get HIV just by touching a bit of blood. Anyway, you probably can, but the risk of it is very low. And unless you drank someone else's blood, which according to them, or the Manson family has an orgasmic feel, because you get high if it has something stupid. Anyway, so they just got a paper towel and everything. they just got a paper towel to wipe the blood off. And there's only like a little bit of blood that came out, because they're supposed to take a reading when you press the button. It's supposed to take a reading of the blood. But on a more serious note, when you've got diabetes, and this is what I know, by the way, for those who think I don't know anything, this is... Oops. You have in your body... in your body, when you eat something, it produces... your body, when you have diabetes, you lose something called insulin. Now, I don't know what that does in the body, but you need the insulin to lower the sugar or whatever it is. Anyway, that's what I know anyway. And literally, if you don't put the insulin into you, you can die. I do know they used to use insulin in the mental health industry way before diabetes. Hence why a lot of people that came out of the asylums had diabetic fits. So there you go, because they put so much insulin into these mental health patients, along with all the other drugs that they were pumping them with. Oh, I better move very quickly, because there is a wasp. I don't want to get stung. So anyway, but you know, I am getting back to the gym and trying to get my arse into gear, if that's what you want to call it, because I do know I'm overweight and I don't want to die yet. Oops. I want to live on. And apparently I'm on the line of getting diabetes. I don't want anything amputated, and I don't want to lose any more sight that I've got anyway, and that's another yeah, so I want to stay as healthy as I can for as long as I can. As my nana used to say to me when she was alive on this earth, she used to say, live as long as you can, Stephen. Or what was it? I can't remember what she said. But yeah. But a lot of these health professionals, these PTs, that don't really help as much. Only the good ones don't really stay long because they don't pay them properly. That's my rant on fitness trainers for my rant on that for a little bit. Well, not much of a rant, but you know what I mean. Yeah, they tell you eat less and work more or whatever it is. But then again, that really doesn't sink in. Still, it's better than all this scientific rubbish, you know, calorie deficits. And right, there is a car with an engine idling and the motor sort of revs up. Yeah, I'm just gonna cross. I don't like it when an engine's idling like that. You don't know where the hell it's going. Somebody's sat there with its engine idling. Sadly, they won't run out of anything too quickly because it's a diesel engine, and a diesel engine that just idles will just run and run and run and run and run and run and run. This is why I like diesel engines. Much more better than this. I've got to be very careful what I say about hybrid engines. Oh, goodness grief. Anyway. Yeah, so, yeah, I mean, this whole calorie deficit thing, I think that's a load of pseudo rubbish, to be frankly honest with you, because okay, on Slimming World, where I didn't really understand the diet per se, I did understand what you needed to do with Slimming World. Like with Slimming World, all this sins and whatever, it doesn't make sense. All you need to know is, you know, Slimming World, literally, if you just eat the stuff that's on Slimming World, you will lose weight very quickly. And yes, it is a legal crash diet. Actually, you don't say that, Slimming World. It's a religion. Oh no, you don't say that either. But do you know what I mean? It's like, when I did Slimming World, when I did it properly, I had, what did I have? When I went out, what did I have? I had a kid's meal, a kid's portion, which they don't give you, but hey, if you say that you're on a diet, they give you a kid's portion, which isn't much, but in actual fact, you know, and you're not allowed to have gravy on it and nothing. Oh, and when you go for a chippy meal, you're only allowed this. And it just like, but then you're just limiting yourself. That's the problem with the diet, is you're just limiting yourself. You're not, you know, you're not thinking, right, I need to eat something that's whole, you know. Like chicken is apparently, if you couldn't, apparently you couldn't eat a full plate of chicken. In fact, there was a guy on, he went to all these all-you-can-eat buffets, right? And apparently one of the restaurants threw him out. Now, I think what happened was he ordered a load of chicken and didn't eat it all, and that's why they probably threw him out. Not because he filled his plate full of chicken, not because he's filling his plate full of chicken. And you see that, right? Now, a lot of restaurants, some of these all-you-can-eat restaurants don't like waste. Now, some of them will charge you for leaving food on the plate, and so they should. Some of them will. And some of them will be, because some of them are pretty strict about that. And that's just some of the things you've got to watch for. You know? I remember I remember the Four Corners restaurant. They didn't like people putting food in the bin. Which is, you just put it back on the plate, you know? One thing you should never do in an all-you-can-eat, and I know this for a fact, right? You shouldn't just leave your plate on the table. You know, because it all adds to your bill as well. Don't forget, they do bill you for it. That's one thing you've got to know. And they subliminally do it as well. But yeah. But it was funny because this guy was trying to eat a load of chicken. He just had, that's all he had on his plate. Chicken. Seriously, because you've picked, and here's the thing, when you go to an all-you-can-eat, right? Oh dear. All-you-can-eat. This is, by the way, I haven't been to an all-you-can-eat for ages. But the ones I have been to, and I've only been to 2, but what you do is, the secret is, you start with something that's not going to fill you. Because if you're there for a while, right? Not I'm going to be the buffet kind of guy, but if you think, right, I'm going to be here for a while, I'm going to eat quite a fair bit, you go, right, you break it down. So you do it in courses, you do, right, I'm going to do, for my starter, I'm going to have, you know, that kind of thing, right? And for your next course, you think, right, I'm going to go for the breakfast course, then I'm going to go for a curry course or whatever, right? And the thing is, if you're going to go from a breakfast course to a curry course, you want to make sure that the breakfast course isn't full-blown, because don't forget, if you're going, say if you've had sausage, bacon, hash browns, all the rest of it, you're going from that to, say, chicken curry. Now, if you're going to chicken curry, and bear in mind, if you've just had, like, say, chicken for a starter, that is going to, and rice can be filling as well. So just these are things to bear in mind. Not like I'll be going to an all-you-can-eat for a while. Yeah. But yeah, I think, you know, but hey, you know, but you know, it's back to say Slimming World, you know, they won't say, have a chicken, ladies, you know, eat chicken, ladies, because that'll fill you up quicker. They don't tell them that because Slimming World makes a lot of money by doing what it does. And I could easily have a shake for a snack. I could easily do it. I could easily have a shake for lunch. On the days when I'm not having porridge, I could easily do it. I mean, obviously it depends. It depends what I'm doing. When I'm doing swimming, probably not, because you need a lot. You're doing a hell of a lot of work, and a shake ain't going to fill you if you've done a lot of work. Hence why you need something stodgy. But hey, I like my sweet things too much, boys and girls. Oops. Who doesn't? I can get a full packet of chocolate digestives in one sitting. Actually, no, not digestives, because they're quite big. Custard creams, yeah. Easy. Get a full packet of custard creams. Actually, no, not custard creams, because again, they can be a bit... I could easily eat a full packet of chocolate chip cookies in one sitting. I would do that in absolutely ages. Absolutely ages. And these days I don't tend to overeat on purpose. It's usually by accident these days. I couldn't eat a full bowl of chicken on its own though. That'd be boring. It'd have to have curry sauce or something on it. You know, it'd have to be a chicken curry. But you couldn't just eat chicken and curry on its own. You'd have to have rice or something with it. Oh my lord, what are they doing down there? That has got me interested. Oh my lord. Got the U-matic drill out. Yeah. Endit Road's blocked off by the looks of thing. Oh. I think what I might do is finish my stream here and go up and film them. Why not? Let me go up a little bit before I decide. I'm not going to cross straight on the end. I'm going to go up because I'm going to go see Thomas anyway. So I might cross by. Yeah. Mental health then. Bloody hell. We've gone from... let's have a look. We haven't got any comments, have we?
Comments. All have commented. Where are you going? Double tap to
Where am I going? I'm just walking around the block. Where are you?
All have commented. Where are you? Current listening audience. Comments. Mute. Button. Comments. All have commented. Where are you going?
Oh, I had to walk on road for a bit. Hold on. I had to walk on road for a bit, Paul. That's what I did. I had to walk on the road for a bit. Because there was a whatchamacallit. Yeah. No, my mental health's gone down a little bit because I don't know, with having my imaginary friends and I don't know, having that world that we had them in, that we housed them in, and it was a lot good for the creative standpoint. Now it's sort of fallen on its arse a bit. I mean, we're using AI, but it's not as good as trying to use what we had, use all of the things we had. You know, you get people who just don't understand. It gets a bit heresy, you know. And then people who don't understand, and that's why arguments happen. See, when Neil was alive, nothing bothered him at all. Well, I say that, it's going a bit over the top. But nothing, do you know, I had my quarters there in the back, the utility room and the kitchen. When I was in there, shut the door, we had, me and my imaginary friends, we had some parties in there. We had the speakers blaring, not all the time, because sometimes we'd have to do work in the office, but once the work was done, we'd go in the kitchen there, we'd have the speaker on, blaring away, we'd have the pinball machine on, we'd have the arcade machine on as well, we'd have the Space Invaders machine there. Oh yeah, it was real. Do you know what I mean? It was like a real... and then obviously... right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cross up there and go... I'm going to cross here and go down there. That's what I'm going to do. Right, there's nothing coming at all. Cross around the front of this car. This car's parked. It's double parked. Right, so what I'll do is I'll walk around the longest way possible so I can keep the stream going. That's the plan. That's the plan, isn't it? Keep the stream going. I think Dad's sort of, I don't know what bothers him, like me talking to myself, but he doesn't take notes. He's not... I have said, look, get the notepad, take some notes, but he hasn't done it. Because that would have helped as well. You get someone else taking notes. That could have added to the whole thing. So it's I mean, to be honest with you, there's no sort of actual feel to the world that we have, if that makes sense. We've lost that feel. I mean, there's probably the bottom of the garden's foes, but I don't know. I feel like, you know, you get suffocated a little bit as a creator as well. That's you know, I do know where I'm going, guys. Oh shoot, I'm gonna go past the shop, aren't I? I'm not going in. I've got a nice juice at home waiting for me when I get back. You know, if I had, you know, just somewhere to go, you know, and sort of, I don't know, kind of decompress with the old imaginary friends, and obviously the old parties won't come back, they won't, you know, where we were sitting in the kitchen with the speaker on full blast, they won't come back. But that speaker's sort of damaged a little bit. The cat's had it, the cat's had the little bit at the bottom, and then I think it's popped a little bit. Oh, please don't rain on me. I'm trying to enjoy as much of this dry weather as possible, because it said stormy showers for tomorrow.
Call have commented. Where are you going? Double tap to react and reply. Double tap to call for more
Is that all we
options.
got?
Slow comments. Slow connection. Current 1 use.
That's all. Because we got one viewer. But, you know, the Imaginary Friends blog, you know, obviously it's a platform that I do want it to have a proper website someday. I would spend a lot of money on that. No, not a lot of money, but is it 15 quid to do a real proper website? I don't know. Put a domain on everything. You got to do a lot of work, I know that for sure. Because if you do a free blog on WordPress, well, WordPress is a bit of an arse, but if you do a free blog, say somewhere, it doesn't get the amount of attention a paid website would get. And still, it would be good to have my own website, because if I had my own website, I wouldn't be asked about the algorithm per se. That's the problem that these social media websites have, is the algorithm sucks, because there's nothing good to read. It's all crap that's fed to you. Oh, bloody hell, we've got a car driving on the pavement. Oh, he was double parking. Yeah. It's trying its best to rain. I don't know. I think, you know, obviously there would be a book on Imaginary Friends, but it's where to publish it, you see. It's where to publish it. E-publishing, again, is a thing I want to do for my other project. Oh, if it rains, I'll have to turn back, and I'll have to finish early. I won't get to see the workers, which is a nightmare. I'm hammering my battery a bit, which isn't good either. I've got to have a bit for one eye. Oh. Mondays suck. There we go, there's the shop over there. It did say showers for today, so it will blow over. Get round this corner. It's not even proper rain. It's that piddly rain. Piddly willy rain. There's hardly rain. It's an excuse for rain. Oh, but it's like, you know, I think me and Neil, we had our own sort of world as well. And I go in to watch TV with Neil, and we'd watch, you know, and we'd watch Summer Wine or something together. You couldn't just sit and watch the television with Neil. Bloody hell. Could you, buggery? I remember watching Downton Abbey with Neil. Neil would say something like, "Do you fancy her?" "No, Neil." He said to me something like, "You're only watching Downton because you fancy that woman." Two old women in Downton. One of them died in real life, I think. Maggie Smith, I think she died in real life. Sometimes I watch Downton. Oops. And I have seen parts of Corrie and Emmerdale because they've started showing the full one on YouTube now. Certain storylines. I think a lot of the stories that are in the soaps now are pretty diluted because they're trying to make a certain part of a generation happy, you know what I mean? They seem to hold back on a lot of things. Like with the drug storyline, you know, you wouldn't just take a hallucinogenic willy-nilly like that. No way. They didn't even test it. That should have been... Because if you're at a party and you think, "Oh yeah, why don't we just try this drug?" Well, you'd have tested it first at least. Now, obviously, they wouldn't show that because, they'd lose the story there. But if they wanted to say, I don't know, what happens when a few young kids take a drug and things are gonna go horribly wrong. And you wouldn't just leave willy-nilly like that. Because, well, plus, they made that acid seem way strong. I mean, I'm just saying. I've read a few trip reports. So yeah. And darker trips are more interesting anyway. You know, to read about, so... Yeah. Right, I think the hole is this side. Just give me one sec, folks. Oh. Yeah. I think we're near. There's an island there. Coming onto the main road now. Oops. We're swinging onto the main road. Sorry, I had to do another right. Straight down. But yeah, it's annoying when you've got to use AI for all the images and to create the whole thing. I'm trying to make AI videos. They're more difficult. That's the next thing we're trying to do. And we only use AI imagery because making my own animation takes a hell of a lot of time than just doing an AI images. I know it's a bit lazy, but it's quicker and a lot better. Now, I ain't going on the road here for nobody. Oh no, there's plenty of room. You can get a bus through there. But yeah, and then I've got the Tumblr blog, which is again difficult to build because I don't know. I think the feel of Tumblr I don't really like. It's not like Facebook where you can just scroll down through the next thing and something always pops up where you least expect it. Ads popping up in your bloody face. At least Tumblr has a thing where it doesn't matter if you reblog the same thing over and over and over again. That's what I love to do with Tumblr. What's the thing that I tend to reblog the most? Oh yeah, it's the well, it's actually a track from SoundCloud which I shared a while ago, and I liked the post. No, what was it? The other one? No, it wasn't that. It was something else that I reblogged. It was a post on spiritual awakenings. I absolutely love that post so much that I reblogged it so many times. And the other one that I reblogged so many times was the post on liminal spaces and the back rooms. And yeah, and then there was a GTA 5 post which I've been rollocked for reposting it on Tumblr that many times because I like it. It's the GTA 5 one, you know, the train mod, that one. I found it on Tumblr and I'm just oh no, I found it on Tumblr but I've not reblogged it, so I need to go re-find it and then reblog it. It's a really good one. It's the train, the one on the train. And I got told off on TikTok for reposting it because I reposted it more than once because I liked it so much. And it's the GTA 5, the train. Right, we're more or less near where I want to do my filming, I think. I've just got one more corner to turn, and I'll see if they're there, and if they're not there, then hey, at least I've had my fresh air today. There's not really much to scream and shout about. Oh, don't tell me they've gone. Because I think we're coming off the main road. And how would I know that? Oh no, because we've not gone past the lights yet. Sorry, I'm making this really boring now. But yeah, I'm making stories on Tumblr about Greybank Village, about what happens in Greybank Village, which is the imaginary place where I made up. It's actually near Tarleton. And apparently there's a lot going on in the estate now, because there's someone literally selling psychotropic drugs, which they've been trying to sell and make loads of money for, and then there's been a stolen car, and then there's stuff with shadow people, and yeah, so I make loads and loads of posts on my imaginary friends, but then I make loads of ones, really weird ones too, about like shadow people and Shadow Realm. Oh, crumbs. I'm making a post on my YouTube soon, you know, about the sleep paralysis stuff. Because people want like me to do a Q&A about which I will do. Oops. Right, I think we're near where I think they're finished though, which is and I'll only know when we've passed the church. Yep. I think it's been done. Pain in the bum. I thought I was going to get some workmen. Pain in the rear. I think I've missed them anyway. So yeah, I just have like mixed, like, because it's telling stories about my imaginary friends, it has like mixed interest. One. Oh no, they're still there. Oh no, it's just someone mowing their lawn. How poopy is that? What I'm going to do is I'm going to cross by Rosebank and walk back down. Just it's easier for me to do that than pass around. I think fresh air is good. Hold on a second. Is it the next corner? Probably the next corner. I thought I'd come onto this road. Oh no, so we're still on. I'm still on a main road here. What I'll do is I'll walk down to... Oh no, haven't. Yeah, haven't even got round the next corner yet.
Comments. All tab commented. Close. Button.
I don't know what it wants me to close.
Comments. All tab commented. Where current listing audience. Audience. Current list comment. Susan. Identity match. Susan commented. Hi, you still will not see you.
Yeah, I've not seen you for ages, Sue. Sorry about that. This will go on my other YouTube channel as well. Yeah, I do eat. What are you asking me? I can't think what the question was now. Sprouts, yeah. Can make you fart like, but yeah, they are good for you. Oh, speaking of which, I do know that you can't live on burgers forever. Not like I'd want to. Right. I am sort of concentrating at the same time, or trying to. I never thought, here's the thing. I never thought, I thought, oh, I'll just walk down this way to see if I can spot the workmen again. Instead of going all the way and turning round, I thought, I'll walk down here. That's what I thought. Walked quite a long way. This side of the road's a lot longer than the other side. That's what people don't know. Hey, but you know it now. Actually, you can't see it probably because I'm not showing the back. I haven't got the back-facing camera. I've got the front-facing camera. Do-do-do. But I do know where Thomas's is. And I do think I'm still on the main road, yeah. I'm still on the main road. Yep. I'm still on the main road. I'm not lost. How can I be lost? I'm going around the block. I'm not walking very fast, to be fair with you. Right, we're going to be turning round in a minute. Oh, hold on a second. Yeah, no, I'm not on the road I need to be on at the moment. Hey, but do you know what? It's good coming out in this fresh air. Does you good. The road's gone quieter, so... Yeah, because there's another corner that I've got to turn, yeah. Which I'm miles off. And I have been down here before. But, you know, this block route's a lot longer. Because the roads are a lot longer on this side. So it's just doing... I used to do, in COVID, I used to do both sides of the road. I used to walk one side of the road, and then I'd walk the other side. That was when it was locked down. I was much more fitter then. But I made that decision. No, I didn't make that decision. The decision was made for me, you see. I then decided I would be, because there's nothing much to do in lockdown except to sleep, work, and do the same process. I couldn't do my Gull radio because there's no one to help me do it. So I had a new routine then, and that was whatever it was. I can't remember what it was. Go in the gym, and then I moved to Neil's then, and then that was a whole different routine. But I had to go to the gym in the afternoon, and then do my walk round. Yeah, I knew there was another corner. Another corner. Follow the road round. I hope that's not dog mug. You see, that's the main road. Well, we've got a whole line of traffic. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars as a motorbike. Whizzing round this corner. So somewhere down there they're doing we're getting near to it. Yeah, it's a lot fitter in lockdown. And then we came out of lockdown and my brain was just... I think in 2024, which was last year, there was a lot of red warning signs, like I could have nearly gone down a hole, which I'll do on my YouTube. I'll leave that for my Media Mogul YouTube, that story. And yeah, it just wasn't good. I think we're coming up to the workmen. When we get up to where the workmen are, I'll finish because I want to record the workmen. Yeah, we got the workmen, look. I think they're on this side of the road. Yeah, I can hear that. Can you hear that, boys and girls? The sound of a pneumatic drill. I'm getting up to it. I'll be able to film it and have it on my other channel, the Media Mogul channel. Yeah, I hear it. Yeah, it was more healthier in lockdown too. But then, you know, I just had a pattern of things, you know, like, because I wasn't going to Mogul Radio in the groups. And, gosh, that bus couldn't have got anywhere near to the pavement if it tried. Oh well. That's a bad driver, that, when they do that, when they get that close to the pavement. Right, we're near. I think we're as near as you can get to them, probably. I think. Oh, it's a bugger. Life's a bugger. Oh, hold on. Hold on, I think we can get to it. I think we can get to it. Who's like here? I'm not crossing yet. I want to see if I can get to this workman here. This is quite a big road. sighting. What I'm going to do is, if I cross there, I can go up to where the hole is. The hole's over there. That'll give me a good angle to film on. This site is just there. Well, I'll tell you what I want to do, because those lights aren't working.
Heading not found.
I don't want to actually, that's not my, what I'll do is, I can see where they're working. So I can stop here and I can just, hold on a minute.
Where are you?
Right,
Slow connection. Close. Slow connection. Finish. Slow. Close. Button. Close. All have commented. Current 1 U. Link. 1 U. Current comment. Susan. Identical mute. Poison. Flip camera. Feature link. Flip camera. Front.
here we go. If I flip that over, hold a tip. There we are. Right, I'm going to finish and try and get to doing this properly.